Welcome back to my podcast series, The Best Thing to Design is You. This episode is called A Cup of Black Coffee. Savor. What a gorgeous word. The idea of truly appreciating something. When times are tough or really crazy, it's very hard to think about doing this. We're either too busy or we're too stressed or any of a number of reasons to actually stop and appreciate things or go as far as to actually take true delight in something. I know when I was in my darkest hour, not enjoying much of anything at all, my therapist asked me, "Debbie, is there anything that makes you happy right now?" And as sad as it is, I remember my reply being, nope. I could not think of one thing. But she persisted, and I just kept saying, no, I honestly can't think of anything. Now, to be fair, my son still brought me great joy, of course, but even that was a stretch sometimes, despite loving him as much as I do. And it was definitely close to impossible to really appreciate anything else besides that. My background is actually in design, for those of you that don't know, and I am a very visual person and very passionate. I love many, many things. I love color, fashion, architecture, the sunrise, the moon, my friends, my family, margaritas, I love life. And like I said, I'm very, very passionate. But at that point in time, I literally felt like I couldn't appreciate or enjoy anything. So she kept persisting and patiently asking, come on, is there something? And I relented and said, okay, all right, a cup of black coffee. It's strong, it's bitter, it kind of wakes me up, and I understand it. And she said to me, well, what I want you to do then is learn to savor that cup of coffee, and soon other things will come. Now, I found that hard to believe, but I thought I might as well try it. So I'd go to my coffee shop in the morning, get my long black, and literally sit down and try to savor it. And this went on for months. I just kept practicing this little ritual. Then one day, I was walking my dogs through the park and I noticed this pear tree coming into bloom. And it was like, oh, that is beautiful. And I thought, oh, it's happening. I'm seeing beauty in something else. This is amazing. And it went on from there. It was a very poignant moment and a bit of a turning point or an awakening, really. And she was right. What I'd done was actually taught myself a new practice or habit, which had become part of my thinking. Let's explore this concept, the concept of savoring something. I believe that what happens is when you bring something to the forefront of your mind and you make yourself aware of it, it kind of just seems to be everywhere, or you just become much more alert to it. It's like searching for a new car, for example. So say you decide you want to go and look at a Jeep. If you've ever had this experience, suddenly there's just Jeeps everywhere. And it can be even specific, like a black Jeep. Everywhere you look is a black Jeep. It just seems like everyone is driving one. And I believe that when you decide to do something, it's similar. In this case, we're deciding to find something good and then treasure it. I mean, sit down, taste it, feel it, smell it, and drink that coffee slowly. Not on the run, really take it in. So whatever that thing is for you that you decide to do, try to really relish it. I think you start teaching the brain that it's possible again. It's possible to take pleasure and enjoy something. It's like pinching yourself every time You appreciate something now. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. If you aren't enjoying much right now, it doesn't have to stay that way. What an exciting thought. By savoring even the smallest thing, you actually get a natural dose of dopamine, which is, as we all know, the pleasure drug. And if you remind yourself often enough, I think it can become a habit. Let's explore some ideas. For me, it's coffee. What is it for you? I think it needs to be small and something regular that you do often in order to create this new way of thinking and new habit for you. Is it a shower, a long bath? Enjoy it. Is it breakfast? Take your time. Is it your child's smile? Know that you're loving it and that you're appreciating it. The sunrise, exercise, a cup of coffee. Everyone is different. It doesn't need to be indulgent. In fact, I think the less indulgent it is, the better. It's something very simple that you love. It is yours and yours alone. Whatever this thing is, the best thing you can do is become aware of it and start to treasure it. Today, I still savor my coffee. I've taught myself to do it, and I make myself stop and slow down and do it. Although, you know what's interesting? I don't need it to be quite so bitter anymore. I seem to have switched to latte. What will your thing be? What will you learn to savor and appreciate as a step forward to appreciating a lot of other things in life? What will your thing be? I hope you enjoyed this episode. Go to debrapascoe.com for more information. Thanks for listening.